All right, last one. Let's take a look at here. Normally, we try to get the radical all by itself, but that's what we have here. So, all we have to do first is raise both sides to the third power. That goes away. That's pretty great. That's really great. Because that gives me 8x cubed minus 1. But this part is not so great because, that means it has to be, have to have like x, 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1. And you're thinking in your brain, you're like, why can't you just distribute the 3? You can't distribute the 3 there because this is a subtraction. That shortcut only works if there's only multiplication in there. So, what can we do? First, I would just FOIL this out. Just work on these two terms first, or these two items, binomials. So I get 8x cubed minus 1 equals 4x squared. That's that part. And then negative 2x. Okay, negative 2x. And then I would do, another negative 2x. And then plus 1. Oh, that's nice. I didn't mean to do that in black. I mean in red. Plus 1. And then we still have to multiply, but I want to combine like terms because those are like terms. So I just combine like terms there. I just combine those. Negative 2x plus negative 2x minus 2x is negative 4x. And then I distribute it once again. I just do that, okay? And then I do that, okay? And then I'll do that. And then I'll combine like terms once again. So first, what do I have? This part. And then 4x squared times 2x. That's simply 8x cubed. Good. And then 4x squared times negative 1. That's negative 4x squared. Now I'll do this part. Negative 4x times 2x, that's negative 8x. I guess I'll leave it in red. Negative 4x times negative 1 is positive 4x. Sorry, this should be x squared, right? Negative 4x times 2x is negative 8x squared. Then I have 1 times 2x, that's plus 2x. And then 1 times negative 1, that's just negative 1. Great. Again, I can combine like terms. I have that and that. I have that and that. Okay, so I will combine those. The negative 4x squared and the negative 8x squared combine to a negative 12x squared. And then I have I guess that's plus 6x and then minus 1. Now you're thinking, great, what do I do now? Try and get everything to one side. I think it would be easiest to move this over by subtracting 8x cubed. 8x cubed. And that goes away. Oh, sweet! And then plus 1, I'd add that all the way over here. But that also goes away, and I get 0 equals negative 12x squared plus 6x. Now, hopefully you're thinking here, I could just factor, I could just add just a factor. So this would actually be, the first term's negative, so maybe I'll divide by a negative 6x, and then I get positive 2x minus, what, 2? No. Oh, yeah, no, minus 1. There we go. And now I have negative 6x equals 0, set each piece equal to 0, that gives me x equals 0, and 2x minus 1 equals 0, I add 1, and then divide by 2, x equals 1 over 2. I add 1 over, and then I divide by 2, and I get 1/2. Now, I should check these, just to make sure. If I plug in 0 to my original, I guess I can rewrite the original. So I'm going to first check 0. So if I plug in 0 here, that just changes to 0. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. And the cube root of negative 1, that's still just negative 1 because it's an odd. It stays negative. And then plug in a 0, and I get negative 1. So that works out. That's a check mark. So x equals 0. That's fine. That's one of our answers. It's not extraneous. And then, what about if I plugged in 1/2? What's 1/2 cubed. That's simply 1/8. Easy. Okay, 1/8 times 8, well, that's 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Look, 1/8 times 8, that's going to be 1. Okay, so then I get 0 on the left side, and 1/2 times 2, that's just 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that also works. And you notice, or hopefully you notice, this worked out because we had an odd root there. So we didn't get rid of any negatives like we do when we have even roots. When we raise both sides to a certain exponent. Anyway, make sure you check your answers. There you go. That's it for the third example. Goodbye.